Hey everybody, it's Andrew. So I've got my brand new trusty Voltbike here. As I mentioned, I put up a little bit of a unboxing video, but so that I don't have to do any editing, all I did to get this out of the box so far was I took the box so that we could, because I was alone when this came, and I just cut the front of the box. I just ripped the front of the box open, and then the bike rolled right out. I took out the helmet box. It comes with a helmet. Over here in this box, on the box, and that looks like the charger on the back, and this is exactly how it comes. So all I did, I saw somebody on another unboxing video that actually lifted it out. There's no need to do that. If you just pull these staples apart, you can roll the bike out. The bike tires are actually inflated to about 10 or 20 pounds there. So now I'm just going to continue kind of with my unboxing video, and we'll just start taking things off the bike. So I have no idea what's in here. This looks like the handlebar, and it looks like that's going to go right there. So I'm just going to lay that there for now. And being very careful not to scratch anything. I'm just getting all of these zip ties off. So I'm seeing it just as you're seeing it for the first time. So one thing I'll note is that on the website and in the videos, the bike, it has a red accent. As I received it here, it has a blue accent. Oh, a bell. Doesn't matter to me. I'm quite happy with red or blue. But it's a sharp looking bike. It's freaking huge. To give you an idea, I'm 5'10", and the seat comes up to the midline. My main concern, because I can drop the seat to wherever I want, to make it comfortable for a short guy like me. But the main thing that I was concerned about was what they call the standover height, or my ability to stand over it right here. And yes, it is definitely pushing on the boys, but it's doable. And I have a 30-inch inseam. But you notice I have to stand up a little bit on one foot. I think if I stand down on one foot, I'm going to become a soprano. Anyway, let's just give me a minute to attach the handlebars, and we'll be right back. So here I'm opening up one of the boxes that come with it. In one box, the white box, you have the helmet. In this box, you're going to get a pair of pedals. These are those Weebo pedals, Well-Go pedals. Pretty nice, solid. You get a tool. This is looks like a wrench, kind of nice. Never can have enough of those things. You get something that I have no idea what this is. Maybe somebody can tell me, or I'll figure it out later. And then kind of the heavier element in here is this charger. And it looks like they give you a nice, looks very well built. Nice, I'm trying to see the amperage on it. So the 5-amp charger. So very nice. It's a nice big heavy duty charger. So 5-amp charger, we got our battery there. I think the next thing to do is to connect the handlebars and get this battery charging. Now we're just getting the pedals on the bike, and I'm not sure, but they said they were going to label them right and left. I didn't see any labels, but I wasn't able to get this other pedal to thread in that hole, and I think they might actually be threaded so that you can only go right or left. Either way, there was no indicators or instructions about one being right or left. So it has a nice little thing here to snug it up tight, and then we're just going to get our handy dandy crescent wrench, and we're going to tighten it a little bit. I don't think more than 10 or 20, more than 10 pounds of torque would be necessary here. I was putting on the pedals, I noticed something. I started out with just my regular crescent wrench, and then that was kind of too big to fit in there. So then I went through about, I don't know, 4 or 5 other wrenches. And I finally ended up with my 15 millimeter wrench, which also would get too tight as I started to tighten it down to be able to pull the wrench out. So I was really struggling here, and then I realized they would have shipped everything in the packet, and sure enough, the thing is, Voltbike is already so easy to put together. All you got to do is put on the handlebars and the pedals. So I figured there's no way they're going to leave you hanging. And absolutely correct. In that little tool they give you, they actually give you a 15 millimeter wrench. And that would be the correct tool that I would use to tighten down these pedals. So something to note, each one of these pedals are actually marked right here on the pedal. If you look, there's an L there.
And that tells you that this is the left-sided pedal. But in addition to that, the pedals are actually threaded differently. So if you try to thread your left pedal in your right spot, it won't thread correctly. But know where to look for that mark. It's right here on the inside of the pedal. But also, if you notice that you're not able to thread that appropriately, it doesn't want to go in, it's probably the wrong side. So switch sides and try it again.
One more thing to keep in mind is I've just learned, when I got around to the left side, I saw that they had 2 washers attached here, which made me have to remove the right pedal again. But anyway, make sure you get your washers on there. In my last clip, it wasn't on there, so I wanted to make sure that you saw there were 2 washers and that those needed to be put on before the pedals are added. Step is going to be to attach the handlebars. Like I said, this thing is practically already prepared for you. All you really got to do is put on the handlebars and the pedals. You can see how I'm dragging that out to be like 4 minutes of video. Anyway, you take your number 4 right out of your wrench kit. So every tool you need is actually supplied in this tool. And we're just going to take these off and then insert the bar and tighten it back down. So a little bit of work on these handlebars with the 4mm Allen wrench, and we've got these attached. This you're actually going to want 2 people for. Because it was a lot of hassle to try to hold it and screw it in at the same time. But the good guys at Voltbike, if you want to come a little closer, they ship this thing, they say with 70% battery, but when I check the battery it says 100%. So I just turn on the e-bike here. If you come on over here, I'm going to just press on this button here and turn it on. And there we go, it's ready to go with a full battery charge. So let's go take a quick ride on the new Voltbike. So I just took it for a quick ride. I don't even have it in pedal assist. I've got it in pedal assist 0. And I gotta tell you, this is a great little bike. I mean, I'm cooking on this thing. I don't even have it in pedal assist. I thought with these big tires it was gonna be really hard to ride. But it's got a comfortable seat, even though I bought a much more comfortable seat. Oh, look at this, we got a scooter coming. Shouldn't have rode that home. That's not good. So I'm riding this thing around and really just in 0 with no pedal assist. It's actually quite fun to ride. I'm going to give it a try now with a little bit of pedal assist, and then I'm just going to go ahead and open it up and hit the throttle on it, and I'll show you those controls in just a second. Driving it now with no pedal assist. On pedal assist 2. I got it on pedal assist 4. Back on pedal assist 4. Pedal assist 6. This is pedal assist 6. Pedal assist 9. I'm not pedaling at all. Wow, what a lot of fun. This is really a fun bike. I, right now, starting out, really like it in pedal assist 4, but I can see why people like it in 2. It's just a little push when you need it. The thing about this bike is when you start pedaling and you got pedal assist on, the motor starts pushing. It doesn't matter what gear you're in, you're going. So the one thing I tell you is be very careful pedaling when you haven't fully turned yet. And also with the throttle, it's a little slow in the beginning and then it picks up really fast. So watch it as you get up to speed. Anyway, it looks like I got this thing up to about 40 kilometers an hour. So that's about 18 miles an hour. This thing's rated to go a lot faster than that. So I'll have to check that out. But let's just take a quick look at the cockpit. So right here we have our Shimano Acera shifter. It's a 7-speed. Just enough for this bike. Believe me, you can put this thing up in 7th gear, start pedaling, and the pedal assist will pick you right up. So I was really between 4 and 7 most of the time. This is your push button control on your throttle to make sure that the bike doesn't take off if you don't want it to, right? So we don't want that thing accidentally jumping while it's sitting between my crotch here. There's our little bell and our compass. Isn't that cute? And over here we have our pedal assist button. So that's going to give us more or less pedal assist. And this is our display here with our miles per hour and a few other functions. There's some programming you can do here, but just about every video on the planet covers that. Then of course we have our 2 brakes. We also have a light up front here that comes on if we hold down our power button. If we hold down our power button. If we hold down our power button. Okay, maybe not. I'll have to look into that. But essentially you can turn these on and turn on a backlight for the light. Well, that's it for my first ride. I have to tell you, really amazing product. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get out and do it some more.